I'm feeling myself today. Can I just sit here like the whole video and just stare at myself? Alright, so I waited until my hair was really dirty and greasy because after bleaching my hair, it has been a little damaged, so I waited until then. And I also put on a shirt that I didn't care about. Okay, so now I'm going to put my hair up so that we can put the petroleum jelly all over the hairline, because if your name is Allie, then you get hair dye everywhere and it stains your whole fucking body from your forehead to your feet. So we're just going to do that real quick. Literally everywhere, y'all. Literally. You'll see at the end why I did this. Alright, so now I'm using the Wella Color Tango 6 RRV. I used 2 bottles of this, and I made sure that I read the instructions. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. So I did the other bottle off camera, obviously. Alright, so I'm not even gonna lie, y'all, like it literally took me 10,000 ass series to figure out how many tablespoons I needed. So I figured out, because it's a 1-to-1 ratio, so I needed 6 tablespoons of 20 developers. So that's what I did. And now we're gonna mix. And FYI, red hair dye, for some whatever reason, I think it has something to do with it being so pigmented. It's just really hard to mix and get it properly, like evenly mixed. I'm not kidding. Like if you've ever dyed your hair red, then you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it takes forever. So off camera, like I took just like a plastic fork and made sure I got it mixed together really well. Oh, FYI, my husband totally brought home the smallest motherfucking gloves in the world. So, yeah, you'll see what happens here in this kit. Apparently, he just thinks I have the smallest hands in the world, so that's what we're dealing with here. Alright, so, yeah, here we go. See? Do you see this? Yeah. Okay, so as I'm going, like I literally was taking about like 2-inch sections, and then I would take maybe an inch of hair and go. I really wanted to make sure this time around that I was evenly saturating every inch of my hair, because there was a lot of sections from doing the bleach wash where my hair was just uneven with the red, and I hate that look. I hate that. So I really wanted to make sure that I really well saturated each section. I left about maybe an inch and a half from the root, because my roots were pretty bright red. I just did not want my roots to be bright red again, because I was using a 20 level developer. So I stayed away from my roots, and I just went the shaft and the ends the whole way up, and then I went back and I did my roots towards the end. Let me just tell y'all, like I was totally sketched by this color. I've never had a red hair dye that was bright orange like that. Like literally looked like a pumpkin. Like the inside of a pumpkin, literally. I've never had that happen, so it was a little bit strange. But this was my first time using this. The Wella Color Tango. I believe it's a new one. I never actually seen it there, so it was my first time using it. And the to be honest, like the consistency at first seemed really thick, but I really had a problem with it getting everywhere. Maybe just because, I don't know, my name is Allie and I fucking make a mess of red hair dye every single time. Literally somehow gets on the ceiling and the floors and my fucking toes and my belly, and it's everywhere. It's no joke. So yeah, but the consistency did seem pretty thick at first. But honestly, you was a lie, Color Tango. Deceiving ass. Ooh, see, did you flick? Flick of the wrist, girl. This shit was everywhere. Oh my god. Oh my god, now that I'm thinking about it, I totally didn't wipe it off before yet. Oops. My bad. Alright, so obviously I have went through and I cut out parts. Like literally, y'all, like the recording unedited was like maybe 2 hours long. So oh my god, that sounds so bad, but it really was. So I had to cut out a lot of parts. I cut out basically doing like the left side of my head because you just really couldn't see all that well. So if you see it skipping quite a bit, it was because I tried to cut out what you couldn't see as much as possible to also keep down the amount of time, because I'm also not trying to upload a fucking 2-hour tutorial. Nobody wants to sit there and watch my lame ass for 2 hours. So yeah, that's why it seems probably a little choppy, but it's really just me saturating the ends and the shaft really well. And then here shortly I'll go back and do the roots, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a little bit as well. Oh my god, okay, so this is when hubby totally walked in and he didn't realize that I was recording. I didn't tell him. He just got home from the gym. So, oh my god, yeah. And then he had something on his face when he asked me for a kiss. I was like, no, fuck you. Oh yeah, spank on the ass. Always being extra. I wonder where he gets it from. Alright, so this is what I was going back in with my roots. I talk about it here in a second, but I also wanted to talk about it again as well. So I started to run out of product, so I went back in and I added probably about 4 tablespoons, I think it was, of an ion purple color. It was like a lavender color, I believe, just to extend the product a little bit more. I also wanted dark roots to begin with anyway, so it ended up working out. But yeah, that's why the color looks a little bit darker, because I did end up adding some purple in there to darken it up and extend the product more. And then I just went in and I like feathered it into the lighter red, just so it wasn't like a blunt part between the other red and then this darker purpley magenta red. Make sure you really saturate this, because you really don't want any patchy parts on your roots, especially like the most important part is like around your hairline when you put your hair up, and then where you part your hair normally. Like that is the most important part. At the end, like I started to run out of product, so God, I look wretched. So I started to run out of product, so I improvised and I put probably about 4 tablespoons of an ion purple color. I just threw it away so I don't have the bottle, but it's just an ion purple color. I also kind of wanted my roots to be a little bit darker, because from my bleach wash, from getting rid of the black, they were starting to turn a little bit orange. So in order to counteract that, I just wanted to go in with a little bit of a darker red. So it kind of worked out. But the Color Tango Wella Developer 20. So yeah, I added like a tablespoon more of that. And I'm going to let this sit about, I don't know, like 30 minutes. I'm going to keep an eye on it just because I know it's been on there for so long, because I had to improvise and figure something out because, Lord, I was running out of product. And yeah, so if you have, I have really thick hair, so if you have longer hair than I do, then you definitely want like 3 of these. Yeah, because I used the whole tube and it wouldn't have made it if I didn't improvise. And I'm going to wash it out with my Color Protective shampoo and conditioner, and put some hair oil in it, and wash it out in cold water, absolute must. And then I will come back to you guys. Alright, y'all, so you guys are going to see my first impressions along with me. I just got done washing my hair, so let's see. It's a little bit of a paranormal activity. If you watch Guy Tang, you know what I'm talking about. Woo, girl. Alright, it's a little bit darker, I'm not gonna lie. Then, oh, it looks so much better on the camera. But, yeah. It's a little bit darker. Obviously it's wet, so it's gonna be darker than what it really is, but it's a little bit darker than what I thought it was gonna be. So, I'm gonna brush it. I'm gonna brush this and style it, and then we will come back together. Alright, y'all, we finally made it to the end. What, 4 hours later? Yeah, so it took a really long time, but I think it turned out well. It looks kind of spotty right there, I don't know why. But, like, I'm sitting in the sun right here so that you can see it better. Also, I'm trying out a new view. Do you guys like this view? I don't know. I kind of feel like a porn star from up above like this. I don't know. Okay, so anyways, this is it in the sun. I really like it. I think it's nice. I think it looks more like professional. If you do, you can leave it below or message me on any of my social medias, and I will try to help you as best as I can. I do want to say, guys, I can't remember if I said this in the video yet, but I am nowhere near a professional yet, and so definitely do your research before you do this. Red is a lot of upkeep, and color can sometimes be hard to achieve. So yeah, definitely do your research if you haven't dyed your hair red before. I've done it so many times. I feel like I'm just a pro at it at this point. Yep. Alright, y'all, I hope this wasn't a boring ass video, but I needed to get this done, and I really wanted to share with you guys how I did it. So hopefully it turned out well, and thanks for watching, y'all. Also, y'all, I did not fuck with these eyebrows today because we're just going to Walmart, so what I need to get ready for, I don't know. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and follow my other social media so that you can stay on track as to what's going on in our lives. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye!